Drawing is so exhausting. I wish I could just... We've got ourselves another update from the year my parents divorced art box. 3 weeks into this drawing. Some of y'all can really draw better than I can see. I really like drawing giant birds demolishing armies. Someone commissioned me to draw a metal pipe for $10. There could be a ghost aggressively breakdancing beside you right now and you would have no idea. The reference versus the drawing. Why does the drawing look more real than the picture? Holy moly. My son wrote thick on my patio 56 times. Doing a hyper-realistic drawing. It's so realistic, it moves. Just took a test. I hope I pass. If you feel uncomfortable in the night, please understand, it is just your skeleton's inherent need for freedom. Soon, when you're an in-flight safety pamphlet designer who definitely knows what babies look like. My parents are at Disneyland and just sent me this. The art school I go to had a sidewalk chalk drawing contest. How do people draw this? Like, I can't even draw stickmen. Another iPhone drawing. That really does not look like an iPhone. I love that seals can just... My son drew this in 5th grade. Perhaps I'm biased, but I thought it was clever and funny. My mom will embroider anything I send her a picture of. I've been exclusively sending her surreal drawings I've made in class. My 8-year-old does drawings and paintings. Please help me show his work to the world. Why didn't we learn this in high school? Bro, we did, but you were drawing a picture of an eye. The teacher told the kids to draw their mum's hobbies. My mum likes drinking. Are you telling me I wasted years of studying clothing and gravity only to find out you only needed to learn the alphabet to draw wrinkles? You look easy to draw. Try. I've used this before, but very impressive. Should I tell her, or should I let her draw her own conclusions? I would like to present a conspiracy theory, the neurodivergent urge to do this. In 5th grade, I drew anime George Washington. Before erasers were invented, people used bread to remove pencil marks. 9-year-old kid who kept getting in trouble for doodling in class gets a job decorating a restaurant with his drawings. How did you do in PE today? Same. Y'all ever just stand or sit like this? Anyone else stuck in this cycle? Bedtime. Okay, I will be productive tomorrow. Next day. I thought I would draw a more accurate calendar for 2023 so far. This was in my dentist's waiting room. I drew her and she drew me. I drew the weekend. Bro drew the month. Japan. Let's draw our characters cuter. America. Let's draw our characters as the most horrid looking people ever to exist. Art teacher. Draw a horse. Me. This is the type of thing you see after having a stroke. Today in calculus, a kid in my class spent the whole period plotting points on his calculator to draw my teacher. What a good morning. I'm going to draw a dog. April Fools. I drew 2 dogs. They're best friends. The only good April Fool's joke. My new hobby is drawing pens all over the work office to screw with the lady who never wears her glasses. Why does your mustache look like the mountains preschoolers draw in their drawing class? Been busy for a couple of hours drawing this picture of Remy beating the ever-loving hell out of Stuart Little. Person tries drawing his dog, accidentally starts creating masterpieces. I'm obsessed with this coyote. Mother gets a tattoo of her daughter's drawing. Nah, I'm crying. Before and after. Whoever did that tattoo on the left needs their ass beat. Did a lightning cloud just draw a lightning cloud in lightning? This is abstract impressionism. The 5th graders drew me weird stuff at work. I love it. Further update. Nothing but respect for my country. I know you did not just call the state of Texas a country. Just found this homework assignment I did in 1st grade. When I grow up, I want to be carried away by owls. I don't know. Being shy in cartoon. Being shy in real life. It be like that sometimes. Who the hell let me take art when I was in high school? I am crying. A zebra is just a horse that thinks it's special. This is the perfect friendship dynamic. I already have told you this story, haven't I? I think so, but I forgot what happened. Tell me again. Probably the greatest thing I drew when I was 12. How have you been? That bean doesn't even have a face, but it looks so done with that other bean. Quick little sketch of this woman drawing. Damn, the fact that people can do this just amazes the hell out of me. High as hell, drawing Peter Griffin fan art. Doggy. I feel such an incredible sense of peace looking at this. Bored, study eyes from random characters. When you listen to cool music and you get pumped and you open Photoshop to draw something really hardcore with dynamic lines and intense perspective. That perspective though, honestly, this is impressive. This AC art does perspective better than me. What the shit. This comic was going to have words, but it's better without. This could be us. Me. Why don't I understand anything in class? Also me. Sketches all over notes instead of actually paying attention. The only thing stopping you from beginning a drawing practice is fear. Fear that you will discover the artist within. You have a decision to make. You either have heart palpitations or gay thoughts. I want to go downstairs and get a drink, but what if Freddy Fazbear is there? I failed the entire test, but that's okay because my art is cool. Mum shares colorful travel hack to keep toddlers quiet on flights. He's still quite handsome despite what happened. New Yorker cartoons are, as a rule, stupendously unfunny, but I love this particular New York cartoon. I love it. I love it. I started crying in class because I tried to draw a chameleon from memory. Schoolboy's drawing helped police track down man trying to get into the school. My progress in art, 2009 versus 2019. Woman assaulted on bike path. Deputies release sketch of suspect. Drawings without lifting the pencil from the paper. My cat just squashed himself into the funniest position I have ever seen, but I could not get my phone to take a picture without moving him, so I drew him. Drawing is not hard. The steps. How to draw a fish for beginners. When you're drawing, do you ever just, wow, I suck at this. I could not find the image, so I had to draw it. You know when you're overwhelmed and you just stand in the middle of your room like this? Well, I was drawing an angry sniper, then oranges happened. How to get away with not drawing the other eye. You just shattered the fourth wall of art. First aid course book from 1943. How to save someone from choking. When my little sister was 5, she drew that first picture in art class and gave it to me. Now she is 12 and sends me pictures like this. Just found a sketchbook from when I was like 10 and I'm losing my mind laughing about this page. What does it mean? My professor always comments on my back of quiz doodles and it's very pure. Hey, is this a whale? Awesome. Wow. My cat sat behind my unbuilt furniture and looked like a merchant, so I had to draw it. Someone teach me how to draw bears. Like this. I am a gay man, unfortunately. This is still very sweet. This technique will work regardless of sexuality, don't worry. Working on my sad children's book. For 100 years, he gave them syrup, and never once was he offered pancakes. Drawing mental illnesses. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. I was cleaning out my room and going through my production drawing cell collection, and OMG, I have the original. I can't see the board to write notes, so I drew bro. Life could be worse, Calvin. Life could be a lot better too. I'm somehow both sides of this conversation. As artists, these children drew a rainbow fish. Well done, rainbow fish. I'm sorry, but these look like shit. I killed that. Oh my god. You can't even understand how many years I have waited for a picture like this. You really can't. When you doodle a random body part on its own and it looks really good, but you can't figure out how to add the rest of the body. Found this nailed to a tree at a local park and I hate it. I'm so sorry, followers. I've been a giant spider this whole time. Why? And also, stop. This might be the best eye I've ever drawn in class, and I decided to make it better by drawing the whole face. If you went to a bar and the bartender was a mouse girl and you could ask for a drink, she would balance it on her head and say, for you, it's on the mouse. I'm going to die disease. Symptoms. Tummy hurts a little bit too much for a little bit too long. My mum drew this in 1986 when she had the flu, and it is one of the greatest masterpieces of the 20th century. Drawing with both hands. I'm so talentless. A duck with 4 legs and no wings. Please wish him. He's looking for his wings. Who took his wings? I say it all the time, but I love seeing people draw old men when their style is obviously 20-year-old skinny people. It's great. The subject, the style, never ceases to amaze me. Bro, I had to be the dumbest preschooler out there. Throw that in. My 10-year-old cousin gave me this and said, I drew Timothy Chamlet for you because you're in love with him. I don't even know what to say. I have no words for this. I burned it. Drawings like these in textbooks are one of the things I missed most from school. I did this for my anatomy class a year ago, and every once in a while I see it while going through my art folders, and it haunts me. It's haunting all of us now. My niece drew me holding hands with a burrito, and I've never felt more understood. How to draw an invisible man. How to draw a wolf. Step 1, draw a circle. Step 2, add some details. If you are having a bad day, please remember that a man from Canada, known as Michelangelo, uses a GPS tracker of his bike rides to draw pictures. Nobody, artists, need money for art supplies. Do you like my drawing of you, Kendall Jenner? I think it's beautiful. There are 2 types of I can't draw. Why do I draw? That's why. My son's drawing of me versus drawing of my wife. Me. Yeah, you. I got an F in art class for my cat drawing. Still wondering what was so wrong with it. The left one is my art. Found the drawing on the right in my little brother's room one day. My attempts at drawing frogs. Do you ever see something vaguely frog-like and just hit reblog? This 6-year-old teacher called them in for an emergency meeting due to his drawing of a family vacation. They're snorkeling. It's fun to draw cats when you don't know cat anatomy. No, that's accurate. Yo, this might be the ugliest house I've ever seen. Who drew this shit? A 2nd grader. I finally found my spirit animal. Glonk. Does absolutely nothing and dies. When my sister was 3, she would draw all over my walls. Now, she is was 12 and I realized she was just practicing. I tried to draw Beyonce again. Please be honest with me. I'm submitting this for an art contest. How it look? Horrible. How to draw a hand. Place hand on paper and outline with pen. Okay, now what? I am literally begging you to draw more Kirby. Him busy eating bogeys. I tried to draw myself as a Tim Burton character. Look at the hyper-realistic picture I drew of my girlfriend. Help, I don't know how to draw bodies. Hey, can you draw me please? When someone asks, did you draw that? When the pencil is literally in my hand. Can you draw a distressed stegosaurus for me? Kids in 20,000 BC. My drawings will become famous for thousands of years to come. Kids know. I got in trouble for drawing a pee-pee on the school's bathroom stool. Elmo experiences an existential crisis when he realizes his entire world is nothing but a two-dimensional drawing being displayed on a two-dimensional screen. Listen, I am absolutely obsessed with this drawing. It has so much character. No, because why did my teacher do this? A Japanese man traveled 7,000 kilometers to create a GPS drawing to propose to his girlfriend. He made the world's largest GPS drawing for his marriage proposal. Pay attention to me. This is not what I wanted. I just remembered when I was like 6, I had a dream where I heard a very tiny hello, and I looked and it was this tiny white puffball, and it looked like this. That was God. My first joke I ever made was drawing a comic where two people are staring at a dress in the window of a store. One of them says, I would die for that dress, and the other says, I would kill for that dress, and then they look at each other awkwardly. This was like when I was 6, and every day I wake up knowing I'll never be able to top this. My magnum opus finally illustrated the dream I had months ago, wherein some random Greek guy set up a shop in my bathroom and started charging me to use my own shower. Happy 3 years to this funny thing I drew in the psych ward with Crayola twistables. They did up my meds for this, thank you for asking. Imagine spending 40 hours perfecting your photorealistic frog only to get crushed by this thing.